paper crafts #1.
We're still here after 8 years.
If they last more than 2 days, I feel like that's a success.
I mean, I love this product. I think it's a very useful product.
Hi, and welcome to this amazing video for our 8th anniversary celebration. Myself and Tasneem, the two co-founders of Altenew, have heard some questions from our fans and customers, and we're so excited to answer them for you. So one of the first questions is, what is your favorite product that you're working on right now?
So last night I just finished designing this 6x stamp set, and it's this beautiful bouquet of tulips and with a accompanying layering stencil, so I'm really excited about that one. Alright, my question for you, Jen, is what is your favorite time to design? Time of the day?
This one's kind of tough because my favorite time to design is actually different than when I end up designing most often. I really like to design in daylight hours. I feel like I'm more inspired with the sun shining through the window. I feel like I could look out the window and see people out on the streets, or maybe I'll see flowers outside of my window. And I feel like that's just a better time for me to create, and I'm definitely a lot more productive when I craft in the daytime. That being said, I feel like with so many things going on, I tend to end up crafting at night because I feel like the days are just so busy, and when I actually have time to sit down after all my tasks and duties are done, it's late, and I don't really get to have that daylight design time that I really enjoy the most.
Wow, that's quite interesting, because I would say that I enjoy designing mostly at night. I'm not sure why. I think maybe it's because, everyone has gone to sleep and it's quiet, no distractions, and I find myself focusing more at that time and getting more done.
I think it's because you have a daughter, so.
Yeah, maybe. She's a very good daughter, alhamdulillah. She doesn't bother me much. But I think, I get a lot done more. I would love to do more during the day, but unfortunately, a lot of times, as I said, there's a lot of distractions, this needs to be done, or and I see mess around me and I need to fix it, but at night it's just I close the door, there's no one around, I just can't get more done.
Tasneem, what's the most unique product or product category that you just really wanted to be offered in the Altenew shop?
I think that's a very interesting question. Let me think. Alright, so this comes to mind, the detail blending brush, only because I think from the time that I first thought about that brush in the unique shape, the angular shape, to the time when we finally released it, I think it was about, maybe 2 or 3 years. So it took a long time to get it done, and that kind of sticks with me. And I love this product. I think it's a very useful product. It has this unique angular head, the bristles, and that was actually designed specifically so that you would be able to hold the brush like you would hold a pen and still be able to apply ink easily. So I would say that's the unique product I can think of. I don't know, Jen, if you have any other thoughts on this?
I think the most unique product that I've really been excited about is one of our newest, and it's the fabric. And if you've really followed us for a while, you might know that I really love fabric crafts in addition to paper crafts. Paper crafts #1, of course, but fabric crafts are a definite second, and I love sewing. So this was a really great opportunity for us to take our beautiful Altenew floral designs and other designs and put them onto really nice and versatile cotton fabric. So that's something I've been playing around with in the craft room, and I've really loved using it on my cards in unique and clever ways, and then of course just sewing with it.
That's great. I'm glad you thought of the fabric, because that is a unique product. I don't know about the brush. Jen, do you still have any of the original flowers that may have inspired you to design a stamp set?
Not at all. I am the opposite of someone with a green thumb. I'm someone who kills flowers. Unfortunately, they're so beautiful, but when it comes to taking care of them, I have no idea what my problem is, but I just cannot manage to do it. My husband, he tends to take care of the flowers that we have outside of our apartment, and if people give me flowers, if they last more than 2 days, I feel like that's a success, because I just do not have it in me to care for those flowers. So most of the flowers that have been influenced or influencing different ones of my designs were actually taken by me on walks and adventures. I love walking around Boston. I love taking my camera with me when I go on vacation. I love taking pictures of natural foliage that I find in all these nooks and crannies of different places. And I feel like those pictures live on in my phone or on my camera or my computer, but they don't actually live in real life, unfortunately.
Yeah, same here. I think I'm always taking pictures if I find a beautiful flower or something interesting. And yeah, they live on my phone just like yours.
Tasneem, if you could enter the world of any one of your stamp designs, which would it be?
Okay, so there's the stamp set. I did not design it. One of our other designers did it. It's called Enjoy Life. And it has this beautiful train image with mountains in the back. And, I love traveling to different places. And that stamp set makes me think of, my past travels and the places I want to go. So I would choose Enjoy Life. What about you, Jen?
I think the world that I'd want to enter is the world of To the Moon, because everything about space and the galaxy just fascinates me. And, if I could ever go to space one day, I think that would just be the coolest thing. So I would go to the moon. Some of the members of our Altenew fan group on Facebook have some specific questions for us to answer as well.
So Sarah Fail asks, how have your crafting preferences changed over the last 8 years, if they have?
It's so funny because I don't think my crafting preferences have really changed at all, especially when it comes to card making. I'm really a clean and simple card designer, and that's been the way I've been crafting for as long as I can remember, at least for cards. If you really want to be picky, my very first few cards that I created were definitely not clean and simple, but I was still trying to figure out and navigate through my style. And once I landed on really simple but effective and beautiful cards that don't have too much detail, but just enough for your eye to really take it all in and pop around the image, I just feel like that is me, right? That's my style. And in other ways, I'm not simple at all, but for card making, it's really pretty much stayed the same. Now, the only thing that changed is I use a lot more flowers now. And pre-Altenew, I was definitely into like the masculine cards. I always wanted to make these edgy designs, and I still do that, but there's just a lot more flowers in it. And my love for stamping flowers has really grown over the years. Tasneem, Vicky Davis asks, in what ways has the company exceeded your expectations?
Good question. Well, my simple answer is we're still here after 8 years. I think the fact that people still like our products that we design, Jen, you, me, and the rest of the design team, it's a blessing, and we are ever so grateful for that. Sometimes I think that, I think we have done everything. There's not really anything new we can bring in. But then when I sit down and craft, and this actually happened yesterday, and I was looking for a particular type of stamp set, a sentiment, and I'm not gonna mention what it is because it's gonna be a surprise. And I thought we had it, and I kept looking through my old stamp sets, and it wasn't there. And I was like, oh my goodness, I thought we had it, but we didn't. So when I designed the stamp set I was mentioning, the tulips, I made sure to include that sentiment. So I think there are still a lot of amazing things we can do, and we'll continue doing so. And we are ever so thankful for everyone who support us over the years and continue to support us. So our next question comes from Lauren. She asks, what is the behind the scenes process behind a product, from inspiration to design to production?
There's a couple of ways that you can learn more about the production process and the designing process. First of all, there was a video last year about how an idea becomes a finished product. We also have a Q&A that Tasneem and I did last year for the Craft Your Life podcast, as well as a brand new video for this year about the journey of a stamp. Make sure you check those videos out on our YouTube channel. Tasneem, Naomi Thompson asks, if you could only take 3 stamp sets away on a holiday, which would you take?
Tough question. Okay, so I normally gravitate towards floral stamps, so at least one of those stamps will have to be floral stamps. Let me think. I think I would go with Nature's Blossoms was it Nature Blossoms. I really like the flowers in that stamp set. It has like just the right size where you can use either one flower or two flowers on your card, and you can do different arrangements. When I'm like testing new inks, I always grab that stamp set because I just love how it is. So that would be one of the stamps. Second stamp would be Watercolor Extravaganza. I think that's a quite versatile stamp set. You can do a lot with it. It has a very forgiving style, so even if you don't layer it properly, it still looks beautiful. It has this watercolor style to it. And for my third stamp set, I would choose the leaf cluster stamp set. I use that a lot. Sometimes I would like stamp a flower or die cut a crafted flower, and you know, I don't have time to stamp more leaves or layer more leaves. I would just stamp the leaf cluster in the back and in the background, and I would layer up flowers. So yeah, so those are the three stamps: Watercolor Extravaganza, Nature Blossoms, and leaf clusters. So Jen, Naomi also asks, which method or media was most challenging for you to learn at first?
Definitely alcohol markers. I love our artist markers so much because they really do make me feel like an artist, and they make me feel empowered. Like I can do it. I can do the blending. They blend so easily. I don't have to choose colors. They're already chosen for me. But that being said, it was definitely a learning process for me. I watched a lot of videos. I watched videos from Altenew team members because, you know, we have such a talented group of designers on our design team. And I've really been working hard at it, and I think I have improved, and I hope I've improved. I know there's still a long way to go. When I look at some of like the photorealistic results that people can get with the artist markers, I'm just wowed and amazed. And even though I might not get there, I'm gonna keep working at it. Thank you so much for taking the time to sit with us today and for celebrating our 8th anniversary with us. We really hope that you participate in this year's treasure hunt. All of the details are down below in the description box. Bye.
Bye.
Hello crafters, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Thanks for watching.